YouTube? It is your boy, Sean Rock to the represent mandatory thrive, because every day it is mandatory for us to thrive, and I am back again with another video. And in today's video, I want to talk about a couple tips I have for training with your body weight. The first tip that I have for you guys is incorporate isometric training within your reps and sets. That's the first tip that I have. What is isometrics? Isometric is where your body's not moving, but your muscles is still exerting force. When you utilize this as a strategy, you make the work much more intense. Here's what I mean. Let's say you're doing a pull-up and you do an isometric hold at the top. This increases the intensity and it almost increases the weight. So incorporate more isometric training into your routine, into your body weight routine. The second tip is understand the difference in what you're training for. This is one of the biggest pet peeves that I have with a lot of people when they train. Training for hypertrophy, training for strength, training for power, training for muscular endurance is not the same thing. You want to be very specific in your sets, in your routines. What am I doing this set for? Is this set for, or is this routine for muscular endurance? Is this for which muscular endurance, meaning your muscles being able to exert first for a very, very long period of time? Second, is this set for hypertrophy? Hypertrophy is basically making the muscle big, right? Developing the muscle, right? Not only developing the muscle and making the muscle big, but actually the aesthetics of the muscle, meaning the details of the muscle group. Number three is training for power. Power is basically taking strength and transforming it into an explosive movement, right? It's being able to exert force very fast, very quick for 3 to 5 reps. Training for strength is high intensity, lifting the most amount of weight that you possibly can for 1 to 5 reps. Max force, right? Max strength. Now with body weight, that means decreasing the leverage, increasing the leverage, twisting it up, mixing it up. That's like doing very slow handstands, very slow front levers, motesis, in the combination of all these different moves. That's what strength training is, right? And really that's it. Stabilization endurance is 1, 2, and that's really basically being able to stabilize your body in a position that's shaky or uncomfortable, but still being able to stay stable and doing a bunch of reps. So second thing is training for specific things: muscular endurance, stabilization endurance, power, strength, hypertrophy. They're not all the same things, and you have to be intentional about how you program each and every last one of them. The third thing is not being complacent. I am a guy, I do body weight training. I personally, and what I mean by complacent is doing things that's very, very comfortable for you and your style. People think because I train body weight training and calisthenics that I like doing 1,000,000 reps. I don't like doing 1,000,000 reps. I end up doing a lot of reps, but it's only really a lot of reps because it's body weight. But what I'm saying is I personally like training for strength. I like doing strength moves. I enjoy strength moves the most, and I enjoy hypertrophy work second. And hypertrophy is really training for a pump and training for the aesthetics. And strength is just training to be very, very strong in very, very awkward positions. I don't personally like training for muscular endurance. That's all out, balls to wall, high rep sets. So what I mean by not being complacent is not training for the things that you love all the time. Because if I could train for strength all day, that's probably what I would do, because that's kind of where I dominate. That's kind of where I feel comfortable. That's kind of what I enjoy. Same with hypertrophy. I like the challenge of being creative and getting the pump and different things like that. Where muscular endurance, it just seems very, very long. Very, very long, and it hurts for a very, very long time. It don't hurt just for a quick second, or it's not hurting just to get a pump. It's hurting for a long time. So where you can become complacent is leaving out those things, those areas in your training that you just don't enjoy. Don't do that. Carve it in. Carve in those type of workouts or that type of training that you don't like. So for me, if I put them in order, I like training max strength, hypertrophy, stabilization, endurance, power, then muscular endurance. That's my 5, what I enjoy training for. Versus what I should probably do it for, or maybe I should be put muscular endurance as number 1, since it's the hardest for me and it's one that I don't enjoy as much, and flipping it around. So what I've been doing is I've been teaching myself to add in days where I focus basically on the ones that I don't like, which is mainly muscular endurance training, which is doing a lot of reps, high rep sets and different things like that, because I don't enjoy it. But I need to get better to be a better athlete. That's all I got, man. It's a couple tips I got. Remember, dream big, work hard, live great. Don't stop. It's your boy Sean Rock. Till I'm signing out. Peace.